Welcome to Kari Tarka, Rishida. It is an absolute honor to have you speak with us today. And first of all, we'd want to know about how you got into photography.
Okay, I started my career. I did a diploma from St. Xavier's College. Then I started assisting Mr. Varun Mukherjee. He is and he was the topmost ad cameraman. He is the best cameraman you ever had in ads. And I assisted him for quite a long time, like 6-7 years. Then I did television, like assisting 2-3 years in television. Then I got some independent shows. I did plenty of Marathi shows before.
Right.
Then I got my first independent show. It was like Pyaar Zindagi Hai for ZTV with Rocket and then I started as a DOP. Then the shows came on and I'm doing it.
Tell me about your first love in terms of the camera. What do you enjoy more today? Is it still or is it the moving? What do you enjoy?
I don't think so. Camera matters me. I enjoy lighting more. It's a passion for a DOP. Camera, it's a formats you change. It's just the format changing. It's video camera or it's film 35 anything. It's lighting is the main USP of DOP. And lighting speaks lots, like the emotions, the passion you have. I really like to shoot more of a passion scenes than like emotion scenes than a happy scenes. I would like to do mood lighting more than a chaka chak wala lighting. So that's all. I love.
Give us an
मुझे चाय दो. Green tea पिला. You have green tea?
No, I don't take tea at all.
Okay. इनको कॉफी पिला मुझे green tea.
Tell us about lighting. How you conceive a lighting for any particular show to start with, and then a particular scene. You can give an example for it.
Okay, like I have set up many shows. Like I have set up about 18-19 shows as a DOP.
Right.
And whenever I try to set up a show, I really go with the scripts, the mood of the script, the look of the show, and I decide the look of the show. Okay, like if you see Geet, it's a hit show right now, so we can talk about it.
Right.
And it's my favorite show.
Okay.
The favorite show I ever had, and have. Like it started with a small town feel of Punjab. So we were shooting it very normally. Like Geet, like Drishti, we used to shoot her very normally. Like she was like very down, like little bit of a afraid kind of a girl when she started with the show. We have like plenty of lights coming in their house, like Punjab wala ghar. So we have bright houses, bright burnouts, very not very glossy we used to shoot. I used to shoot a very little bit of more of a contrast. When Gurmeet came, I used to shoot him very harsh because the character was so harsh. We used to use cross lights and very hard lights on his body, and we used to not use filters in it. Like after that, when they fell in love, everything was very glossy. Like Drishti, we used to use like very soft lighting for Drishti. Like the first scene you see in Geet, like when she is wearing a sari, and when Gurmeet is flat or to see her, we really shot her in a very different manner, like very of a mirchi lights, very cross light, like backlighting and very soft lighting. Because when I shoot a scene, I usually see from the people's point of view. If anybody is in love with a girl, people should also fall in love with them. So if I fall in love with them, so I only can shoot with them properly. So it's my point of view. When I shoot, it depends upon the scene how your characters go on. If Drishti is sad or crying, I don't use plenty of like soft lighting or very glossy lighting because it's the mood. Cinematography should always complement your story and the director. It should not be like, it was a mind-blowing cinematography. It should be it was a mind-blowing scene.
Right.
And everything should complement one and everybody. It's that. I discuss it with Nisar or any of my directors who I work with. So they usually then we discuss कि यार हम ऐसे करते हैं यार ऐसे करें तो ऐसा करेंगे. Like sometimes we shoot on patterns or something. So I really think as a DOP, my frame should talk like what directors want to talk. Like we we shot like plenty of things for Geet where we had kept a wider shot and Drishti sitting alone when there were like everything should talk. I really think people should know about the frame. This is a sad frame and the loneliness should be there about it's that. Matlab, then we started with a different mood, like the setups of the mood. Then lighting changed. Then office came. It was very glossy, very like everybody was looking beautiful in these. And then after that, like, every show has a different matter. Like if we talk about is Pyaar Ko Kya Naam De, this also started with Sanaya in a small town girl. So we kept it very realistic. The first 3-4 episodes when she come back to Delhi, Barun was like shot it in a very different manner, like low angle shots with bodyguards around, heavy duty scenes. We always shot him like a low angle shots. Introductions were very low angle shots. We never shot him eye levels. So it gives a boldness to his character.
Right, a larger than
larger than life. We had a J11 walking in, Chimajip walking in,
Right.
Chopper walking in. We didn't shoot Chopper from an eye level shot. We shot it from a low angle. So everything looks bold enough. So it's that different. Then it was not very softness. Sanaya was okay before. Now they are in love, like they are falling in love. So we are shooting him very romantic, very nicer vlogs, very making more of a foregrounding and mirchis. Because every frame should talk. Like if I am an audience, I should love it.
Right.
They are loving it, but as a DOP, it's my duty to see. It's a delightful block,
Right.
nice colors. Like, every should look pretty
Right.
when they are in love. It's all depends upon like when we shoot thrillers. Like thrillers में दृष्टि का thrillers होता है या गीत में thriller होता है. So they are very contrast and very in a different manners.
Right. The lighting would be perhaps in a thriller
Huh.
where you have dark corners,
Huh,
so
dark
that
corners
it
and
looks
huh.
a little mysterious.
Mysterious. It's that matlab, you discuss with like you always have a discussion like when we shoot songs and all. We always have a discussion ki what's before it and what's after it, and we connect it to it and then we check it out ki how it works. And the setup of light and the major issue of a new show is setting up a lighting for a set. It all depends upon where are you shooting, what is your backdrop, and how much you want it.
Correct.
It's that. Like I have shot before, like Tera Ghar Mera Ghar, which is on Sawan. So we had a Haveli in it. So I had like more of a bright light coming in, more of a source light on the Angan coming in, bright light, like usually 2-stop over lighting with the artist and shadow portions then. Like is Pyaar Ko, you think about it, it's a very more of a soft lighting because it's a millionaire house. We don't have patterns coming in, sunlight coming in. We have it, brighter portions, but not everywhere in it.
Correct.
It's that I discuss about like this is my USP of lighting. Like I think about it and I don't have patterns coming in everywhere like off. It's my choice of lighting.
Right. Now, can you give us a little bit of glossary on the type of lights that you use? You talked about mirchi and you talked about soft light. Just tell us as an audience, they don't understand. But just for the enthusiast, on people who want to understand what lighting is, what are different types of lights, can you just tell us what a solar is, or what a mirchi is, what a baby is?
Solar, mirchi, HMIs are different words of lights. Like
Right.
solar is a 2 kV light. Okay, which intensity is like in its filmy terms it's 2K. We call it like baby is 1 kV light. They are different lights used for a different shots and a different magnitude and everything is in a like we have 4K par, 4K ordinary, 2.5. We have kinos, we have softies, but it all depends upon who knows it, like how he knows it.
Understand.
Every light is master
As a role.
is a master in his own.
Agreed.
Where you can use baby, you cannot use solar. Where you can use solar, you cannot be used. It's that. Matlab, it's that simple. So as a DOP and assistant, you have to think about which light can be helped where. It's not necessary where you need which BB can do that solar can do. So you have to decide कि अरे नहीं आज we'll have this much of a light here and this much of pattern. Otherwise it's too much of confusion.
Right.
If I use a solar where I need a baby, so I need to put nets and butter
You
papers
need
and
to diffuse
diffuse it more, and it's more of a complicated thing.
Right.
It's that diffusion light is what we say. It's that simple. Matlab, Softy is a new light. Matlab, it's in India like 4-5 years old. So it's a very diffuse light. If you use DCs, I use GC to make lights off. It's like every DOP has their own choice of lights and own choice of diffusions. So usually people use like Hitlon, gateways and schemers and all. I usually use GC. It's my choice of light. Well, I like it. So it's that simple about it.
That's great. Now, tell us about the various faces that you work with. Tell us about the different features of a particular actor or actress that makes you work with lighting or the angle in a specific or a different manner.
I really like. I have worked with most of the beautiful girls in television. Okay, like Sana is beautiful, Rati is beautiful, and Drishti is mostly the beautiful girl I ever worked, and she is more near to me. Like she's a different. Like the way she takes the light, the way she works, the way she has the passion, it's fantastic. Like Sana is very soft. Matlab, every character is in a different manner. Like Rati is an outstanding actress. We shoot Rati. I tell you now, like it's every main lead I have shot is in a different manner. Like Drishti used to be very normal. Now she is the most beautiful girl I ever shot, and she like we had to shoot her because Gurmeet was in a very was very rude and didn't talk to her, so we need to shoot her in a very glossy manner, and she is shifted to Delhi, so we shot her in a very different manner. Sana when started in Mile Jab Hum Tum was very normal using specs, so she was not a major deal to me she has a beautiful skin, beautiful eyes, like but now in this Pyaar ko kya naam de, I shoot her a very glossy way because now the story is going to be Barun falling in love with her. So we shoot her in a very normal. She has a very beautiful skin and a very good posture. She never changes, her face never changes. So she really maintains takes care of it.
Right.
Drishti, I really think that she has the most beautiful eyes.
Right.
Okay, she has the most beautiful figure, nice legs.
Right.
She really looks beautiful, and she carries herself very well.
Right.
Shooting her, I like shooting her in songs, and they are like Gurmeet and Drishti are a couple I really enjoy shooting mostly. I enjoy every couple,
Right.
but I enjoy them the most because the passion which I have, I really find in them. Matlab, they are like outstanding, and we have really worked very hard on Geet. Matlab, the songs, if you see, and it's fantastic. Matlab,
We know from Kurban Hua,
Kurban Hua, like we
they
shot.
became the rage on television.
And the Kurban Hua story was like we started in the 7 o'clock in the morning, and Drishti had to go somewhere to outdoor, and we shot for like 30 hours. We shot for continuously 32 hours. The song, the scenes, everything, and the energy we had. Like we started that song in 12 in the night, and we finished 10 in the morning.
My God.
The energy was the same till the last shot, and this energy I never found in anyone. I really miss them both. Like shooting, like
Tell us about the setup or the way you shoot a particular song. For example, if I hear other people who see series, especially Geet, Kurban Hua, when they listen to the song today, they do not remember the original shot, but they remember what you have shot with, Gurmeet and Drashti. The same way, what kind of setup you do for every song that you do in a series, because number one, they need to flow with the characters, the storyline, as well as you have a task of when there is a remake of something, because there is already something existing. How do you treat that differently in terms of your angles or your lighting or whatever? How do you
I really
that?
think so. It's a teamwork.
Okay.
No, I alone cannot do anything.
Right.
It's me, Nisar, Richa, Bhul, Drishti, Gurmeet, everybody, like from the spot boy to everyone, because the energy we have, like it's my team also, my associates, we have like, अरे we'll do this, बोले नहीं यार थोड़ा सा ऐसा करके देखते हैं, चलो थोड़ा सा ऐसा करके देखते हैं, like I will put, अरे हम थोड़ा सा ये करते हैं, तो निशा बोलेगा नहीं यार हम लोग थोड़ा सा ये डाल के देखते हैं, फिर रीचा बोलेगी नहीं we'll do this, बोलेंगे नहीं यार ऐसे करते. It's that मतलब it's always a teamwork. When it comes about songs, it's anything about you. You talk about anything. Like if I like Drishti also to shoot or Gurmeet, it's a teamwork. They energy they have in it. It's fantastic. Like if I like to shoot Sanaya or anybody like Barun or something. It's about just a teamwork because a team always works. Individual never works
in this industry,
in this
in any
industry.
industry actually.
Anywhere. Matlab, as if I say ki I have done this song Kurba Hua, it's from the spot boy to my lighting guys to my disco lights because the timing they have, the power packs they have, everything goes on the chip, the follow spot. It's never, it's always a teamwork. I only can say, अरे ये नहीं ऐसे करना चाहिए. So it's there who take them to a higher level. Like it's my team, my assistants who really work very hard with me, which they implement, which I tell them कि यार मुझे ऐसे नहीं ऐसे चाहिए. Richa बोलेंगे नहीं नहीं ऐसे नहीं ऐसे. Like Kenil बोलेगा नहीं नहीं यार आपने ऐसे किया ना. Let's do it like this. It will have a more nicer shot. And it works like that. And we are always planned like songs and television are always like. If we plan to shoot it for 6 hours, it never been shoot at 6 hours. We only have to shoot it 3 hours. So every day we have to think about it. No, yaar, वैसे ही होगा problem. But the way the last end product should be mind blowing. And it's always a team. Like मिले जब हम तुम when we were shooting, we had Sushmita as a SP, Neeraj as our creative head, Richa as our creative head. Nisar, me, Ravi, and we used to have three directors, two DOPs, and everybody was so excited about Mile jab hum tum, and it was like yeah, ऐसा करेंगे यार, हम वैसा करेंगे, हम ये गाना ऐसा करेंगे, and everybody from the spot boy to the light man was like so enthused about it. That's the reason when you see it, you feel that नहीं यार, television में भी ऐसा होता है काम.
Right. There was that song of the Valentine Day song between Samrat and Doon and Mayank and this one.
Rati and Arjun, Nupur.
Yeah, the character names. So, from those songs to what you have done recently, the last two songs that you've done, one for Humse Hai Life and now for Geet. Please tell us about what difference have you brought in, if any, or tell us about the aspect of both the songs that you enjoy doing the most. For example, in the Humse Hai Life, when the lyrics are related to and you're showing from who loves whom and how it's not a triangle, not a quadrangle, but it's a multi-angle situation. How did you conceive that particular shot to come up in a very fluid manner to go with the lyrics?
It's me and Man who really, like Man really trusts me a lot and I really love him a lot. It's a teamwork I said about it. Like I set up a show for Humse Hai Life. But right now I don't go there. Okay, that day by coincidence I went there. So like me and Man discussing, Arey, we'll have a song that we'll do it. So Man told me, Arey, there are 6 characters who are in love with each another. And let's see how we'll shoot it. So I thought for a long time, how will you do it? And Man, let's see. Let's check it out. If we try this shot, hope so we'll go it. Then I put up a trolley and I said this. My assistant said, sir, ऐसे नहीं ऐसे. I have an associate, his name is Nitin. बोले, sir ऐसे नहीं इसको यहाँ पे बिठाते हैं. बोले चलो यहाँ पे बिठाते हैं. तो Arjun was supposed to come upside. तो फिर बोले अरे last block अच्छा लगता है. चल अर्जुन को उधर ही लेके आते हैं. It's a teamwork. मतलब I put up a trolley. Man said अरे इसको इधर बिठाते हैं. My assistant said इसको उधर लेके आते हैं. And it worked as a beautiful show.
As a final
product. हाँ. So everybody has that intentions and let's do it in a nicer way. We'll have shot. Everything is a teamwork. As an artist, you think about it. As a DOP, as a lighting guy, as a trolley guy. It's a timing about everything. It's a timing about trolley. It's a timing about lighting. And usually from Khuda Jaane, I have shot like they all are in a different manners. Like Khuda Jaane was in rain and Sanaya was in a disco light and a spotlight. I personally like the song I really love is I shot Drishti in Dule Ka Sehra Suhana Lagta Hai in Geet when she is getting married. I really think so. It's one of the best songs I ever shot. And from my heart, whenever I see it, I really feel I should cry because the emotion, the close-ups, which it talks so much about it now because I know the backstory of Geet.
Yeah.
So whenever I see Drishti's close-up in that, I usually think, "Arey, what close up?" She talks so much about her in her eyes, na ki I know, "Arey, this is the problem she has gone, and finally she is getting married." It's not about lighting. It's a normal lighting, but the emotions, the block which it had, they were fantastic. I really find it. There are like we shot a one-shot song in Mileja Mantum. It was a like television. Nobody had shot that song.
Right.
A song,
I've heard of that
हाँ.
one, yeah.
So it was an awesome song. Like we had decided कि हम कट में लेंगे. तो फिर निसार था, Ravi was there, everybody was there. तो like कट बोले कट like we'll cut it here. बोले नहीं यार ऐसे करते हैं, नहीं यार ऐसे करते हैं, नहीं यार ऐसे करते हैं. बोले चलो यार one shot करते हैं चलो. And every character they were so impressed, the timing, the like you. It was a very difficult like a one shot song because you had 10 characters in it, like 20 juniors, and any mistake from anyone and you are gone. And we did it in 2 takes like that.
Right.
So it was Rati coming in, Sanaya going in, Sheena coming in, Kishwar coming in, Arjun coming in, changeover, light coming. And I knew that I didn't have power pack that day. So I had 10 light boys operating the dimmers.
Wow.
And 10 people operating a dimmer on the same time. It was so risky. You never know, like whenever one does a problem. And it was so fluid. Like, it's awesome. Like I told you now, it's always a teamwork. I individual cannot
Any
ever.
one-shot scenes that you've done that you remember and would like to talk about?
One shot scenes are usually we do one shot scenes, but it's
Like
not
a long scene.
But we usually don't do a long scene because in Indian television we really don't have such a long scene because you hardly have a 2-minute scene or 3-minute scene. You don't have a 8-9 minute scene ever. So we have never shot like I have shot in Marathi, but not in Hindi television because close up चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. When you Mile used to do like long scene, but not like 2 minutes, 3 minutes scene. It's more of a choreography, panning right, left, but not very big scenes.
Tell us about your camaraderie with the directors that you work with. Some of the best people that you've enjoyed and continue to enjoy working. You talked about Man Singh. Who else would you like
I
to
would
talk
really
about?
like to talk about Nisar.
Okay.
Nisar is one of my dearest and my best directors I ever worked with. Me and he have done lots of shows. Like he only worked with me. I worked with plenty of directors, but as a DOP he's only worked with me.
Right.
So he's one of my dearest and nearest friend, and the best director you can ever find in television.
Right.
He's very supportive, very energetic, very intelligent. We have like when we started Geet, we are supposed to Nisar ne ek din call kiya. बोले Rishi यार we have to do a scene. It's early morning scene with no lights and just a blue light and then coming in, and the first scene we shot in Geet. तो बोले यार हो जाएगा क्या? बोले let's check it out because you never know, like it's a very difficult scene. Like feature film we can try it, but in television we really cannot because we don't have that much of time or like support. We can have a one day of a jib and check it out कि क्या होने वाला है, what exposure is it, and it's that. मतलब we were shooting in Feb for Geet in Y, and we had a first shot coming in. तो मतलब चलो try करते हैं. And we have a brilliant Steadicam operator called Basan. He is a very dear friend of ours, and he is a brilliant Steadicam operator. So we and everybody were ready. We got up at 4 o'clock. We were ready by 5 o'clock.
Right.
And the first light was there, and we were, "Arey, roll, ran, bhago.
Right.
The chase sequence where Mega is been killed. And bhago, एक camera ready, दूसरा camera steady cam, and we shot for like 2 days, like just 15 minutes, early morning, evening, and that scene was like wow. So it's that, the energy and everybody, like Geet, if you see the first episode, it's fantastic. Like if you see Pyaar ko kya naam de first episode, it's fantastic.
Tell us about the helicopter shot.
Helicopter shot. Me and Nisar, like working for so many years, 6-7 years.
Yeah.
We always used to say, "अरे निसार बोलता था, अरे यार ऋषि आज ना चॉपर मंगाएंगे नए, इंट्रोडक्शन में चॉपर आएगा." Okay, this also like in Geet also somebody's introduction, बोले चॉपर मंगाएंगे चॉपर. तो मैं ओके, and we were like it's a dream to have a chopper in a television.
Right.
Okay, तो चॉपर मंगाएंगे, मैं ओके. तो like we started इस प्यार को, बोला चॉपर आएगा. We went to Lucknow, we just check it out कि हाँ होगा क्या होगा. तो we were like in the confusion, okay क्या होगा क्या. The when we went to Kolhapur and came, तो बोला अरे it was 7 o'clock and बोला चॉपर 10 बजे तक आ जाएगा. We had a scene like 10 o'clock. 10:05, everybody was, कहाँ है यार, आया नहीं अभी तक chopper यार, उतरेगा कि नहीं उतरेगा, like you never seen it, like in our real life also I never seen a chopper, like seen on the airports, not
Yeah,
in
not
उतरेगा,
been in there.
and nobody knew कि उस जगह पे उतरेगा, no उतरेगा, everybody was उतरेगा नहीं उतरेगा पता नहीं है, so restless everybody, and when we saw the first shot of chopper, chopper आ गया, shoot, and like 3-4 hours we were mad about it, कुछ नहीं यार, चलो shoot, and that's all, मतलब for our shooting, and we had a rigging shot, like, it was a beautiful shot, like as a DOP it's a dream shot to shoot it, so like chopper we had a rigging, and usually we don't have rigging in chopper. That's the feel I had in my chopper.
Right.
So it was a dream come true for me and Nisar to shoot it as a chopper, and it really came out very well. Fashion show also was.
It did. The fashion show was good.
Fashion show was more of a lighting and was more of like the first episode was more of a filmy Hindi feature film, right? Introduction and the fashion shows, blasting and all. See, I like Ravi also. Ravi Bhushan also is a director who directs Navya. He's also a very dear near friend and a brilliant director.
Yeah.
Lalit is one of my. Lalit has that emotional touch, the passion about it. Like me and shooting him, I usually whenever I shoot a scene, a close up, I really want music to in my ears. It's more. I always shoot it from my heart, of my bottom of my heart. I really like. I always tell directors, यार पेन होना चाहिए, हर चीज दिखनी चाहिए, क्या लग रहा है. Like the close-ups and the wide shots should talk a lot about you, more than your scene. Like if like Barun standing, if you see it, I shot a scene like just now. When Barun goes to kiss Sanaya and his phone comes and he's distracted and goes away.
Right.
We had a shot like he starting lonely, back to camera. We had red lichis and light background, and Sanaya goes and walks through. I really found it one of my best shots, best vlogs in a recent time. Because it talked so much about it. Na ki, like something wrong has happened to him. He was going to commit a crime and his loneliness. And that's like I really shot it from my heart. Like last few episodes, I really.
Tell us about the scene on the anniversary of Anjali and Sham. You know, the one where you had the petals on the floor. Tell us about that shot. We've seen a still of it. So
It was
tell
like
us about how did you conceive that shot?
the scenes have been conceived by the creator. Okay, we just do it like we just put an answer like ऐसे नहीं block लगाते हैं. We'll have this shot. The first time like Anjali, we used to shoot it in a normal way.
Right.
Okay, but we never used to show her very glamorous.
Right.
That was the first day I showed her very glamorous because she was in love. She wanted to look like a beautiful. She is beautiful.
Yeah.
Princess. Princess. It's always, I should always, like as a DOP, always thinking it should not look artificial on your close-up. Like, using filters for a hero. The character should always go. Like if Varun falls in love with Sanaya or they have a romantic scene, I'll always shoot her in a romantic way. Varun also. Sanaya. Sanaya now is into like Varun is dreaming about her beautiful. So I shoot her very beautiful, like foregrounding and water and like plants and mirchis and all. Like she looks like wow, she is outstanding. It's that as a visual, as a like audience, that he is in love with her.
Right.
It's that. If you see the Diya wala scene, Sanaya looks like wow, because I have shoot her like from the point of view of Varun, and Varun looks. Sanaya should look
beautiful.
more like she should look goddess.
Right.
It's that's simple for me. So my calculation goes with the scenes and the menu of it. Like when we shoot Sutarwadi, it's more of a realistic than more of a artificial. When I shoot Payal, when they are in a romantic scene, I shoot a very diffuse, very glossy, but like foregrounding and like she doing like this and breeze coming in. So it gives a more of a what beautiful she is. People should stop. As a DOP, I feel people should say like my work has been recognized because Drishti. People say, wow, what beautiful. Like the one photograph I like of Drishti. Whenever I see, how beautiful she looks. I shot her like for so many episodes, but whenever I see that photo, like wow, what beautiful she looks. It's that simple. I love it.
Very true. Now, tell us about your future plans. I mean, is it television only, or are you looking at foraying into films or feature films as well? Or are you doing anything?
I'm planning to do feature film, but it's about you should get a good feature film. Like for a television, I'm really working very hard about it, and I'm doing good shows. I'm not doing like filmy shows, like filmy dramas. And the production houses I'm working with, they are very supportive of me, and my producers are like very fond of lighting. So on television, you really find very few producers who are very fond of lighting and like if you think about Is Pyaar Ko Kya Naam De, the first episode was so awesome. In a feature film also, I don't think so. It can be so nicer.
So awesome.
So I don't regret it. I really want to do a feature film, but a good production house with a good script, because television is like you have every day a challenge, and every day you have to prove yourself. Like I shoot 3 songs, 4 songs a month because I have 3 shows going on. Is Pyaar Ko Kya Naam, Is Pyaar Ko Kya Naam De, and Geet and IPK. So it's that every day is a challenge for me. Like any of the shows, 3 of shows, like तामझाम तो हर शो में चलते रहता है, तो I enjoy it like this. But my future plans are like maybe in a year, next year I will be doing feature film. I had offers. I did feature film before also. I did 2 Marathi feature film. I was assistant to Mr. Barun Mukherjee for Bagban and Babul.
Right.
So, but television is also a great thing to work
It
with.
is fabulous. I think it is a bigger industry
See, then-
today
huh.
than even film industry. I'm not going to say the film industry is not big.
No.
But the way this industry
problem-
has developed,
Huh.
I think it has come a long way.
Just I really find so the production houses I work with are brilliant. Like, they give everything as for a DOP. They are like for Millet, I am talking about. Endemol gave me like 80 softies. We were shooting a basketball match of Samrat. They gave me 80 softies, and 80 softies are too much for a DOP to give for a one day. So like they supported me. Like if you talk of Penglozium for Is Pyaar Ko Kya Naam De, they are fantastic. They gave us choppers, the light they gave us, like the production houses support you. It's the same like in a feature film. Like it's just a format. It's just a format. It's just a format about HD and 35mm. That's all.
Very
But right now, like Star coming on HD, it's everything the same. Like everything looks the same, and it's more of a complicated life in television than feature film.
Right.
It's so simple.
And there you have a schedule of 80 days and you're done with it.
Done it. Okay,
Here you don't know when those 80
every
days
day
are getting over.
and every day you have to prove yourself. In a feature film, okay, it's one song. Okay, next feature film, but every day, like Is Pyaar Ko, I shot a song, but next song should be much better than that. Next song should be much better than. Next song should be much better than. Like Diya wala scene I shot it. Maybe next time I have to shoot it more in a nicer way. It goes that. I really find like passion for me is anywhere. If I shoot a television show, if I shoot anything, like for me, nothing matters. Camera does not matter. Lighting matters. Lighting matters for me. If I get a good like feature film, okay, I do like. People say I do like a feature film lighting, but it's okay. I don't. I just want to grow, and if I just want to grow on a bigger scale.
This is Tari Tarka wishing Rishida, as he's known in the circle, all the best, that he gets to do the best lighting that he is capable of, and he's proved himself over and over again. And may the bright light always shine on you. I don't know whether it should be a solar or a mirchi, but
Thank you.
that's wishing you all the best.
Thank you
Rishida.
so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.